Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining Taco Tuesday. Thank you, Jeff and Sarah and the team at Wills for having me on board. Hope everyone's having a great week and a good intergalactic holiday known as May the 4th. My name is Alex Boyce. I represent all accounts through K-12 as well as public libraries for Statista. I have counterparts on my academics team who represent universities as well, but I'll be speaking mostly to the K-12 and public library sectors today. Feel free to contact me after this demo. This will be quick. I'm just going to show you a few things about Statista, but a big part of my role at Statista is to give personalized demonstrations of what we do, so we can really dig into how students as well as library patrons are using our platform. So definitely reach out to me. More than happy to do that with you. But as you can see here, what is Statista? We are the #1 data platform in the world. You can see by the numbers here in the top left-hand corner. But I think our core competency is really how clearly structured our data is, how easy the portal is to use, and how quickly students, patrons, faculty, staff can do research, get what they're looking for, so they're not spending a ton of time on Google or otherwise dodging advertisements. They can really just lock in and find what they're looking for. All of our data is very vetted, and it's very transparent information. We'll let you know where we're getting the information, and it's unlimited downloads as well as republication rights. So where is our data coming from? Roughly half of it is coming from our own primary research teams, 300 or so analysts, give or take, across 52 countries all over the world. The other half of the data, most of which is coming from secondary sources through many paid partnerships, the Nielsen's of the world, Deloitte's of the world. We pay to be able to use their data to fill in the gaps where we don't have it. And then, of course, as you can see, the smallest percentage is through publicly accessible websites, your WHO, Census Gov, Department of Education. We all know there's a lot of information there. Might not be due to the web designers of the sites, but because there's so much information, it can be a bit clunky and difficult to sift through. So we bring all of this into one place where you can easily access it. Couple of examples here just for the K-12 vertical, how students and staff are working with our platform. I'll definitely send a copy of this presentation to Jeff and Sarah just so they can forward it out to you if you'd like to, kind of have some of these examples there. But as you can see, we're really working across all disciplines. Interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary learning is a big thing these days, especially with COVID and, remote learning too. So those are some examples there for you. And then, of course, how public libraries, patrons, and staff are using Statista. So we're very big with helping business departments at libraries, with any kind of research questions that are coming in. We actually hold events we're doing one currently with Brooklyn Public Library. They have a small business event that they're putting together, and we're presenting to them and showing them how to use our platform so that they can find that data. And so let me pull this up as well. I'm just going to show you a few quick examples of the platform. I'm not going to really do any navigation because that would take a bit longer to do. But here is just one of our baseline statistics, a bit of a tip of the cap to Walters Kluwer, who I guess I'm told will be presenting after me. But don't really focus on the content itself, just more the structure here. Very easily downloadable. You can see PDF, Excel if you want the raw data, PNG if you just want a photo to pop into a report, PowerPoint, of course, for students or anyone that's doing a presentation. They can easily export in all those formats. You can see the source underneath here. I mentioned earlier that we have paid data partnerships. You can see AdWired is one of those. So when you go right to the source link, you wouldn't have to hit that paywall to get through to their information. We provide that for you when you go through the platform. Some details about the statistic, and then focus on these buttons here in the middle. You can easily change the chart type from a line graph. You just want to see the actual raw data. If you want to take off data labels just for a visual representation, that's very easy to do. A share button. In this day and age, very important to have Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and of course, emailing. If students want to email to their professors, if they have a group project and they want to email it to each other, that's very easy to do there. Citation, of course, very important. We have all 5 major formats. Choose the one you want, copy, paste, very easy. And then maybe for some of the librarians, I'm sure you guys know about, people still do print. So we have a print button right there that makes that very easy. So that's just our baseline statistic. Into our reports, where we get a bit more granular with the information and a bit more detailed. Here's just an example of one. You can see it's 53 pages long. Coronavirus's impact on education in the United States. You'll scroll down, you get to a table of contents, see some of the content that's in these 53 pages. You want to see share of K-12 schools teaching virtually. You can just easily click on the number there, and that'll pop you right down to that individual statistic. Of course, a reference page you can see clickable here at page 32, shows you where it's coming from. Burbio, another one of our paid partnerships. I actually met with their founders about 2 weeks ago. But jumping back to the statistic, you can see the source link very easily illustrated at the bottom there. Next, onto some of our consumer market outlooks. This has been huge for us. We have consumer market outlooks, market outlooks on many different things. Health market outlook is one of our newer ones. But you can see here, just for consumer markets, if I click market directory, it'll show me all the subsegments that are available. I guess in Taco Tuesday fashion, click meat, and then that will take you to that outlook. It'll show you a market definition, what's in scope, with our forecasts, with the trends that we're having there.
Alex, I'm sorry to cut in, Alex. I think we might still be looking at a slide here. Is it possible that your share is tied to your slides and not the live site? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's tied to screen number 2. Maybe that is not coming through. Let me see here.
Yeah, share your desktop.
I'm more of a Teams guy. Let me just start by saying
I know. And we did practices with folks too. And now I'm like, here, do something entirely different in the moment of the presentation.
Yeah. Let's see if I do this. Well, you know what I can do is just try to. How about now?
All right, now we're seeing you.
Okay. And now let's try this one more time. Do you see Statista and the meat consumer market?
No, we still see your webcam. Oh, wait. Yes, now we see it. Oh,
it's good.
Yes, we're there.
Anyway, I'll just back up really quick and run through these again. This was the statistic that I was showing for, I guess some detail on Walter's Kluwer. The downloadable formats right here, very easy. Source the details, but as well as the link out to what the information you want to find if you want to dig deeper. Here are the buttons in the middle that I was speaking about with the chart types, very easy to navigate through. The share button, as I mentioned, and then citation button, of course, through the 5 major formats, copy paste, very easy, and then your printer button as well. So that's the statistic. This is the report that I mentioned just about coronavirus's impact on the United States, 53 pages in total. As you scroll through, you get to the table of contents and you see a statistic that you like. You easily click the number there. And you can see the reference. You can jump down to that, or you can jump down to the reference page here. Back to what I was speaking about, which was in Taco Tuesday form, one of our market outlooks. This is just on meat. This is going to show you the market definition, what's in scope, what's not in scope. So I guess, meat-based ready-to-eat meals is not included with this. So we're very, very transparent with our methodology and how we're getting all of this. And then very easily downloadable. You can get raw data from Excel, however you might want to look into those different markets. Just touch on a couple of tools briefly. Our company database features over 15 million companies worldwide, public as well as private. So if people want information on different companies, that's very easy to get to there. Oh, did I accidentally click the stop sharing?
Yes.
I think so. And then how about now? Can you see the create business plan?
Yeah.
So here's our business plan export. I mentioned earlier some of the small business work we're doing with New York Public Library, Brooklyn Public Library. This is a very great tool for them to use in order to, be able to kind of figure out a business plan, financial reports are included with this, even a pitch deck. If, you know, they have a Shark Tank kind of event coming up, so they might use that. And then lastly, the icing on the cake, as I like to call it, is just our infographics. These are daily infographics coming out, you know, obviously relative to the day or, you know, recent events that are happening. Teachers will use this to start classes, you know, show them to you know, the class, just to kind of get the creative gears going. But librarians will also send it out to all of their teachers as just like a fact of the day. You know, as I said, icing on the cake. But yeah, with that, definitely feel free to reach out to me. You know, more than willing to give you a personalized tour into how we're getting all of this information, how it can relate to your school or your library. And yeah, I appreciate you having me on today, Jeff.
Well, Alex, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to hear from you folks. And I'm really sorry for the technical issues, but it seems like I think we're on track now. I appreciate your flexibility and everyone's flexibility.
Of course, it's the new normal. Thanks again.
Yeah, that's always the way it goes. Thanks again, Alex.